Discover the Exumas, one of the most beautiful places on earth. Sapphire blue, crystal clear waters, secluded, footprint-free beaches, and sandbars to run along and dance like nobody's watching. The Exumas, where nature outnumbers man. Swim with the pigs, befriend the iguanas, or float with the nurse sharks, if you dare. Made up of a chain of 365 emerald green keys. No wonder so many celebrities call this piece of paradise their home. Come along with me and fall in love with the Exumas, only in the Bahamas. I'm Denella Ri'chard. I've spent the last 20 plus years of my life traveling the world. I've lived as an expat in Europe and worked for world-renowned travel companies. Now, since everything we know about travel has changed, I invite you to come along with me and rediscover the world. I'm Denella Ri'chard, and welcome to the Exumas. In this episode, I'll take you along via ATV to discover the island's history, culture, and its beautiful sapphire blue powder beaches. I'll also test my faith as I get up close and personal with the wildlife, including a few predators. And you can't come to this beautiful island destination and not experience one of its iconic luxury all-inclusive resorts. So sit back, relax, and get ready to fall in love with the Exumas. Sandals Emerald Bay is where I'll be staying this trip. This beautiful luxury adults-only all-inclusive resort is secluded with 500 tropical acres along a pristine mile-long beach. It's designed to ensure you'll feel like you're the only one there. I'm greeted with a warm welcome by Sandals staff. Of course, health and safety is the resort's greatest priority. Check-in was perfect, quick, and seamless. Before I get settled in, I'm ready for a little adventure. I'm off for some fun riding ATVs. I'm here in the Exuma Islands today, and I just met up with my friend AJ of Island ATV Tours. Now we're about to go out and have some fun. AJ is going to take me around the island to explore the history as well as some of the culture. We're also going to see some of these stunning world famous beaches. And on top of that, I'm told even Sports Illustrated did one of their swimsuit photo shoots right here in Exuma. So guess what, AJ? I'm ready to go. Let's do it, right? All right, you guys, let's do it. If you're looking for a fun way to learn about the history of the island, then I highly recommend this guided ATV tour. Now the tour, it takes you to the historic Anglican church in the community of Hearts, and you also make a stop at the Pompey statue in the community of Steventon. Now this is not too far from where the Creole slave Pompey and others led a rebellion towards their masters who wanted them to relocate to another family island. The tour then continues to the flats of Sports Illustrated Beach. You got it. Yes, Sports Illustrated actually photographed some of their models here. We then continue on to visit the famous Coco Plum Beach, where you can go shelling out on a sandbar. And it was here where I decided to enjoy some fresh coconut water and this amazing, beautiful view. Now, ladies and gents, you can't come to Sandals Emerald Bay and not pamper yourself at the Red Lane Spa. I opted for a lavender therapeutic massage. The aroma of the lavender essence put me into a deep state of relaxation. It was absolutely blissful. The award-winning spectacular Sandals Emerald Bay Golf Course was designed by golf legend Greg Norman. The 18-hole Oceanside Golf Course is recognized for its scenic ocean views and challenging fairways. This is truly a golfer's paradise. I was lucky enough to get a golf lesson in with the head golf professional at Sandals Emerald Bay, Mr. Richard Gibson. Well, I gotta say, I was having a great time out there with Mr. Gibson, but I think he felt it was probably better for me to just ride in my cart and take in the views. There's nothing like swinging on the beach. At Sandals Resorts, they offer an ocean of water sports, everything from motorized as well as non-motorized. I'm talking kayaks, windsurfing, snorkeling, sailboats, paddleboards, and even aqua trikes. And if you want a little professional instruction, they'll actually go out with you. Did I mention? This is all included in your stay at Sandals Emerald Bay. I also tried out paddleboarding. I got wiped out. I think I might need a little more practice. Hello everyone, Denella Ri'chard here, and I am at the beautiful Sandals Emerald Bay in Exumas, in the beautiful island, or the beautiful country of the Bahamas, I should say. And I am here with the general manager of Sandals Emerald Bay, Mr. Jeremy Mutton. Jeremy.
How are you? Thanks for being here, Denella. Really appreciate it.
Thank you, and thank you for this warm welcome, you know, starting the day off with cocktails.
Absolutely, it's the best way to start the day.
I absolutely love it. So tell me, what do we have here?
Well, I have the Bahama Mama, and you have the Mama Bahama.
The Mama Bahama.
Absolutely.
Well, that sounds like a perfect drink for
Absolutely.
me. So can I taste this?
For sure.
Mama Bahama?
For sure.
All right, you're going to taste your Bahama Mama?
If you are, then I am as well.
Napkin, but that's okay.
Well, cheers.
Cheers. Perfect. So, Jeremy, tell me a little bit about Sandals Emerald Bay and what makes it so special.
It really is an idyllic getaway. It's we're on 500 acres. I mean, Exumas itself is just in the middle of nowhere. It's a very peaceful, tranquil. It's not commercialized at all. We have a mile-long stretch of beach, a golf course, spa, tennis courts, and yet, just 40 minutes from Miami, amazingly enough. So it's a very idyllic location. The sandbars, the water. It's a very, very special place, made for couples in love, as we say at Sandals. So very special.
Indeed. And I've been a lot of places in the world, and I have to say, this is by far one of the most beautiful places I've ever been to.
Yeah.
And of course, you have a lot of people who are still afraid to travel
Sure.
right now. Just
Sure.
it's the COVID world we live in.
Yeah.
But tell me a little bit about your health and safety protocols.
Sure. At Sandals, we have what we call Platinum Protocol of Cleanliness, which really has, we always were very serious, and it was always very important to us. But as you said, you have to adapt with the times. From the moment that the guests arrive on Exuma, they have a private transfer, so they're just on their own with the driver. There's no one else here. The temperature testing, the physical distancing, the hand sanitizing. But like I said to you, we're on 500 acres, so you can really be anywhere. And couples is all about privacy. It's all about finding that space, finding that the gardens we have. So physical distancing just wasn't a problem for us. It was so easy, and people come here, guests come here, and they're just telling us how comfortable they feel, how safe they feel. There's a lot to be said for the fresh air. Like I said, you can walk a mile-long stretch of beach, not even see another soul or another person, and that's pretty typical of Exuma as a destination. You can go anywhere on the sandbars, the just go around the island and just feel very safe and comfortable. And we educate, as well as the guests, we educate our team members as well, so that the team members are also following all of the correct protocols, just so everyone feels safe and secure.
Definitely. And another great thing that you guys are doing is the COVID testing, right?
Absolutely.
The complimentary COVID testing.
Absolutely.
I think that's awesome.
It's important. So, we didn't want to disrupt the vacation experience in any way, where guests have to go off resort or so. At all of the Sandals resorts, including Emerald Bay, we have the COVID testing here. It's all organized for you. 72 hours before, you just go there, 10 minutes, you're done, and then you can get back to the Bahama Mamas.
Exactly. Now, Sandals has been around, I think, for almost 40 years, right?
Yes.
And your iconic founder,
Yes.
Mr. Butch Stewart,
Yes.
of course, recently passed away.
Yes.
But Butch
Yeah.
was legendary.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
In the travel industry.
Yes.
And this brand that he built is absolutely amazing.
Absolutely.
So how
Yeah.
does the legacy of
Yeah.
Sandals live on?
So while sadly he isn't with us, certainly the values that he instilled in us, as I said, going above and beyond to deliver that guest service, that will always remain. That was Mr. Stewart, and that's not going anywhere.
Well, thank you. And let's close out with another little
Cheers again.
cheers. And let's enjoy our Bahama Mama.
Uh-huh.
And my mama, Bahama. So, Jeremy, I hear about these butler suites. Is that where we're going now?
We are. So we're actually, this is quite a long name, but we're actually going to a beachfront, oversized, walkout butler villa suite. But like I say, it's all in the name. So
Okay.
beachfront, because it's on the beach. Oversized, it is an oversized suite. Walk out, you literally can walk out to the beach. And a butler villa, because it does come with its own private butler team.
Ooh, nice.
With the Sandals Platinum Protocol, all of the rooms are actually sealed, as you can see. So that would mean that we've actually been in there, cleaned and sanitized, and then we seal the room just to confirm that. And it's the butler that will then break the seal in front of you before we go into the suite.
Nice. All right. Beautiful.
Thank you, Ruben.
At Sandals, your butler is trained by the Guild of Professional English Butlers, delivering the highest level of service fit for royalty. In your suite, you will enjoy 24-hour room service, luxurious custom solid mahogany furnishings, fine Egyptian cotton linens, in-suite bars stocked with alcoholic and non-alcoholic beverages, free Wi-Fi, and so much more. The
perfect way to explore the island by water is on a boating excursion with AAA Adventures. We visited all the iconic sites in Exuma. First stop was snorkeling at Thunderball Grotto, named after the 1965 James Bond movie. As we cruised along, passing a few celebrity homes along the way, we finally arrived at Big Major's Key, where we swam with the pigs. Oliver quickly became my friend as I hand-fed him bread, and he loved every minute of it. But the moment that totally pulled at my heartstrings was feeding the baby pigs. And I'm told this cutie pie right here, well, her name is Beyoncé. Moving along to check out these iguanas of Leaf Key. Now, the rock iguanas are endangered species and will be the first faces you see when you arrive on their beach. Now, beware, because they are hungry. And they don't mind getting up close and personal. Now on to swim with the nurse sharks at Compass Key. All I can say is this is not an adventure for the faint of heart. Ha! Yes, I embraced my fears, and I swam with the nurse sharks. Booyah! Yes, I rock. As you can see, I had a great time with Mal of AAA Adventures. There is nothing more relaxing than kayaking in Exuma. I met up with TT of TT's Water Sports and some friends for a tour where we had a chance to see turtles, sharks, stingray, and so much more beautiful marine life. Now, if you want to eat where the locals go, you gotta go for lunch at Santana's Bar and Grill. Seafood, jerk chicken, and an amazing view of the Atlantic Ocean. Now, if you dare to play in the water along this beach, beware, these ain't no nurse sharks. David Hawker, owner of the legendary Staniel Key Yacht Club. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you.
Yes, and thank you for the margarita.
Oh, you're very welcome. Cheers.
Yes,
Yeah.
Cheers to you. So, it's a beautiful day here in the Exuma Islands. And as we sail around, you know, I've had thoughts of what it would be like to live here. And
Sure.
obviously, you have some experience with that because you grew up here. What was that like?
It was great. You know, Staniel Key in the 1970s and 80s was a little different than it is now. A little more remote, but I wouldn't trade my childhood for much. It was a great way to grow up with the water right here, the fishing, the diving, and all the boating. So I enjoyed it. Great friends.
Definitely. And Staniel Key Yacht Club, how long has it been around now?
The yacht club was founded in 1956, but really kind of got going in the early 60s in terms of being a commercial place, you know, with the dock and a refueling place, and the restaurant and the rooms came later, but really since the early 60s.
Well, and I hear there have been some pretty famous people that have come through here through the years.
Yeah, more than I probably know, and it seems like more and more these days, a lot of people are discovering the central Exuma Keys, and whether they come by plane or on a yacht, for sure.
Awesome. And do most people come here by yacht or?
These days, I think it's pretty split. I mean, the island is a mix of people that arrive by boat, yacht, or otherwise, and those that fly in and stay either with us or in maybe an Airbnb on the island or stay, in their own homes. But I think it's pretty close to 50-50.
Now, I had a chance to swim with the sharks,
Okay.
the nurse sharks today.
Good.
Have your kids done that?
Actually, yes, they have. Of course, they're not so sure about it right now. They're little, and so the sharks look pretty big and intimidating. But yeah, they like to get in the water and get that thrill.
Well, very cool, very cool. So what's one of your favorite things on the menu?
Well, if you're going to have dinner with us,
Yes.
It's hard to beat the lobster. We do a really nice lobster when it's in season, of course. And the fish is fresh, so that might be grouper or tuna. It depends on what wahoo. So I would say the fresh catch is probably one of the best things we do on the menu for sure.
Well, I will say thank you so much and cheers to you.
Cheers to you. Enjoy your stay.
Thank you.
After a day of adventure, I returned to Sandals Emerald Bay for a gourmet dinner at Bombay Indian restaurant. The menu includes a wide variety of traditional dishes like lamb samosas, chicken tikka, and butter chicken. At Sandals Emerald Bay, you have 11 fine dining restaurants to choose from. And yes, they are all included in your luxury, all-inclusive resort experience. The nightly entertainment at Sandals never disappoints. Tonight, in traditional Bahamian fashion, a Junkanoo parade, music, dancing, an amazing fire eater. It's a perfect end to a beautiful night.
I hope you enjoyed discovering the Exumas. You can see why the rich and famous call it home as well as their playground. I've certainly left a piece of my heart here, and I hope you've fallen in love with it also. So, until next time, stay safe, get vaccinated, so that we can all travel the world again.
The more I travel the world, the more I appreciate how our similarities far exceed our differences. We are all so much the same in the way we laugh, we cry, and the way we love. For each person I can inspire to travel, to experience a different culture and yet appreciate our kinship, we are one step closer to eradicating the ugliness of racism and discrimination, so we can elevate the beauty in discovering our shared humanity.